Hello everyone. Welcome back to Wendy's Way. I believe that I have shared a video on this topic before. It's a foodie video, but everybody's home now. You might not be thinking about it, but this is an easy way to get the most out of your pantry. If you have any dry beans, why am I going down here? Look at that. There's a world behind me. If you have any dry beans, today I'm going to be canning up some pinto beans. I'm going to be flavoring them to make them taste like chili beans, basically. Going to season them up. And I thought, hey, why not take you along for the ride? Even if I've done it before, might as well do it again. Hang on just a second, I'll turn you around and show you what I am up to. Well, I thought it would. It did a moment ago. Alrighty, here we have it. I have 9 pint jars on the counter. Oh, and it sounds like my tea kettle's about to blow its top. Let's turn that off. You don't want to listen to that. I have 9 pint jars on the counter, and I've got a combination of sizes, wide mouth and small mouth. Doesn't matter what you do. They have pretty much the same capacity. I have put a rounded 1/2 cup of dry pinto beans in every jar. And yes, they're clean and they are dry. In addition to 1/2 cup of dry pinto beans, I put a tablespoon of a honey sriracha seasoning that I find at Sam's Club. I think you can probably buy it at Walmart. You can probably buy it in any grocery store. But it's called honey sriracha, which is a way to prepare a pepper. I don't think it's a specific pepper as it's grown, but I think it's a way that you can prepare a pepper. That they describe it as sriracha. I also put in a 1/2 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. Obviously, you can use any salt you want. You can use any seasoning you want. But I felt like having some chili-style beans today. So that's what I'm going to do. To these jars, I am going to add boiling water. You just saw my tea kettle blow its top. I'm going to fill the jar up to the line with boiling water. I'm going to shake it and tap it a little bit to make sure all the bubbles come out. And then I may have to add a little more hot water to take it up to that line, just in case. And then I'm going to be putting them in my pressure canner because they do not have any acidity. So no citric acid in the beans, and I don't want to add any. So I'm going to do them in the pressure canner instead of water bath. I'm also going to put a gallon of water in the canner, which takes it up about 3 to 4 inches in the bottom of my canner, and that is all that is required. And a pressure canner takes much less water than a hot water bath. In a hot water bath, you want to cover the jars. In a pressure canner, it's not necessary. You need enough to create a vacuum with steam and bring it up to the right level. So I'm going to make that happen here real quick and take you along with me. Oh, yeah, that will be done. That's one of the tats on my arm. I don't know if I've ever shown that to you or not. Oh, yeah, and that's something else I'm working on that I'll make a video on later. Steam blocking some crochet. Think I can do this with a camera on it? So far, so good. Hopefully I have enough water in the tea kettle. If not, we'll just heat up some more real quick. Looking like we might need to. I don't think I took it to full capacity. Alrighty, I'm going to heat up some more water, and I'll be right back. Of course, for you, it'll be instantaneous. Shazam! Just like that, I have more hot water. So, I can tell from here that I didn't quite get those as full as I could have. And maybe air bubbles came up. Ooh. Got that one a little, but I'm not concerned. Whee! Alrighty then. One thing I forgot to tell you is that in addition to 1 gallon of water in my canner, I put a big splash of white vinegar. And I put white vinegar in to keep it from clouding the jars. If you don't put white vinegar in, then the jars will get quite cloudy. I think I'm going to give these a stir, just to make sure I get all the bubbles out and get that seasoning mixed in real good. I mean, they're gonna dance like crazy when they are canning. Ooh, these have already started absorbing the water. That's why that's why the seasoning isn't sitting on top. They have already started absorbing it. And they're poofing while they were waiting for the rest of the hot water. That's okay. All right. I took a moment to look in my favorite book. I use this to guide me in all my canning processes. It is the Ball Complete Book of Home Preserving. It has 400 delicious and creative recipes, and it has guidelines. And I'm looking at page 387, where it tells about beans and both the hot pack and the raw. So I am going to put the lid on these after I wipe the top. I'll put the lid on. I'll place them in my canner. Hi, Frodo. I'll place them in my canner in the water and throw them on the oven. And I will put the stopper on the lid. And no, I won't. Boy, it's been a while since I've done this, isn't it? I'll put them on the cooktop, put the lid on, and I will wait for massive steam to come out the spout. Alrighty. I'm going to get that going, and I'll be back at you later. So I put the 9 pints. There goes my bird. I put the 9 pints into the canner. Put the lid on. Turn the heat on high. And I let it go until steam started pouring out the stem that comes here. Let that go hard for 10 minutes, and then I put the cap on. This pops up to seal in the pressure. I took and I waited until the pressure got up to 11 pounds, which is appropriate on my canner. I set a timer for 40 minutes at 11 pounds. And now the timer is done, and I am letting it naturally decrease in pressure. When it gets down to 0, the flapper will drop. I'll take the cap off, and then we'll wait a little bit longer before we open the lid. Oh yeah, I thought maybe you'd like my sign there. Bubba didn't care for it much. He thought I should get rid of it. We'll be back when we're done. Well, I got done with my canning a while ago. Somebody decided he needed to help me today. He's been out for a while. There, now you get a good look at Mr. Bird. This is Romeo. Romeo is hard to get out of the cage and hard to get back in the cage. We'll keep working on it. We'll figure it out. So, now that you've said hello to Romeo, say hello, gorgeous. Say hello, gorgeous. Give me a kiss. He was giving me hugs and kisses earlier. It was the most precious thing. I'd whistle. He'd bend his head over, push it against my face. So sweet. Oh, now we're going to dance. New, 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 new. More kisses. It's time to show him the chili beans we got done today, don't you think? He says, no, I'm not happy with you. You tried and tried and tried to make me go home, and I don't want to. All right, we're going to turn it around, and we're going to show you some chili beans. Alrighty. We ran the pressure canner at 11 pounds of pressure for 40 minutes. Then we turned the burner off, and we let it come down all by its own with the lid on. After it went down to 0, took the stopper off, actually waited for the flapper to go back down. Then we took the stopper off, then we took the lid off. I know this is not a really good video. I'm giving generalities and I'm talking in circles. Anyway, these are 9 pints of fresh seasoned chili beans that I'm putting in my pantry. And this all came from just over 1 bag of dry pinto beans. Made all this. I mean, if you have dry pinto beans, if you have access to dry beans, you can really fill your pantry. I mean, they cost almost nothing. Most people won't even take them from a food bank. What are you doing, dude? Because they just don't want to take the time to soak them and cook them and etc., etc. So get yourself some dried beans if you're a pressure canner and whip out the jars and fill your pantry. This little doodah, I don't know if it's one of his feathers or if it's where he pooped on me. But he's trying to pick that little white dot off my shoulder. Oh, now we're going to ignore. Yes, we're putting Mommy on ignore because she's asking me to do things I don't want to do. And I'm a boy bird. And it's springtime. But oh my goodness, I'm going to share the video as well. Maybe in a separate put together. Just being ornery today. Kiss you anyway. He came out and met Blue today for the first time. And don't you know that an afro looks like a nest? And that's all I have to say about that so far. Thank you for joining me on Wendy's Way today. I appreciate it every time you choose to spend time with me. Don't want to surprise him. He'll bite me again. I do pray that the good Lord, who blesses me each and every day of my life, blesses you as well, today and always. Amen. Say bye-bye, Romeo. Romeo, say bye-bye. Romeo. I didn't say bite me, I said say bye-bye.